Nearly 100 Minnesotans who say pollution problems harm their health have won a multi-million-dollar legal settlement.
It's going to hopefully make them think twice, or other companies think twice about doing this kind of thing.
The former Water Gremlin plant in White Bear Township released excessive amounts of a cancer-causing chemical for more than 15 years. Tonight, senior investigative reporter Jennifer Mayerle explains how this settlement offers the plant's neighbors much more than money.
I'll be honest, I wish it was more, especially with the folks who are still dealing with huge medical bills and stuff like that.
Dave Strong became part of a group none of them ever wanted to join. 95 people suing Water Gremlin over its elevated emissions of the cancer-causing chemical TCE, a chemical now banned across the country.
You come to terms with your mortality.
WCCO introduced you to some of those people over the last 7 years.
It's a lifetime struggle.
People like Paige Stevens, Carrie Lukey, and Steve LaLiberty. They were all diagnosed with cancer.
Basically said you're a little bit more advanced.
Shelley Tripp recently died from lung disease. All lived near the former manufacturing plant in White Bear Township.
It seemed, being part of that seemed like the only way that we could maybe hold them a bit accountable.
Strong was selected as chair to help make decisions for the group, representing people with cancer, chronic illness, or others like him who lost a loved one. His first wife, Lou, died 9 years ago after battling a rare cancer.
She was a wonderful person. She was that person that everyone who knew her she would light up a room. You know, she was funny and fun and usually the life of any party or gathering or any of that.
The lawsuits alleged people suffered substantial damage as a result of the now bankrupt plant that made fishing sinkers and battery terminals.
It has been a long time coming.
Dean Salita is the attorney behind the suits and is now distributing the $27 million settlement with a formula he says was decided by the court and then evaluated by a trustee.
What the court put in place on this case was the person's age, were they deceased or are they still with us, what is their life expectancy, and a little bit went into the strength of how much medical literature and how much support was behind their specific illness and connected to TCE.
He calls it rewarding to get to a resolution with all 95, seeing something from the settlement.
And the biggest thing I've heard back from the people I've spoken to is not about the money. It's really been about accountability, that they feel as if they were wronged, that they were not told the truth, and now as part of this resolution they're able to get some type of accountability.
Strong echoes the sentiment, saying accountability in this case is key.
Water Gremlin was small and they're out of business, and I think that actually is a big thing. It says something, but they were owned by a company that much bigger and with a lot more money and power, and I would like them to think twice about maybe other things they're doing in the future.
Jennifer Mayerle, WCCO Investigates.
There are also more than 100 lawsuits against the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency. The state regulatory agency is accused of failing to protect the public from Water Gremlin. We reached out to Water Gremlin's parent company, but have not heard back.